Mum, I can't smell anything.
No, they don't smell, but they have a lovely taste when you're cooking. You have to put in casserole, that one.
Now, the most important thing for our viewers, these are rape, which are actually translated as turnip tops. And this is a nice accompaniment to this dish. And basically what you're going to do, Mum, is you're going to just break it down.
Yes.
Have a pot of boiling water. Do we want the water salted?
No, that's a
Don't eat it because it changes the colour. We want to try to keep it as green as possible.
Yes.
We just boil it for how long?
Oh, for 1 minute.
For 1 minute, just you basically blanch it very quickly. And then you take it out of the water, olive oil in a pan again.
You have to cut a little bit.
Yes.
Put in the saucepans with garlic.
With garlic once again.
And oil.
Olive oil.
And I like the shallot onion sometimes because they give a lovely taste.
So shallots are lovely, sweet and more delicate onions.
Yes.
So once again, don't cut them too finely because they will disintegrate.
Yes.
And this is just another lovely accompaniment to our rabbit dish.
Very good vegetable, this one.
Yes. Now, Mum's coming back with the rabbit, and let's get this dish together. Come on, Mum, let's go.
And you are.
It smells fantastic.
It's nice. Look at the steam.
Oh, yeah. In bianco, as we say in Italian. Now, look at that. The flavour is all on the bone. Just look at that. It's fantastic. All right, Mum, let's plate up.
Yeah, now we put in the plate two pieces like that for a person.
Yeah.
Or both, you're thinking?
Oh, put down 2. Now look, these are the fantastic rape, basta. These are the fantastic rape. My mother's cheated a little bit because she puts in a little bit of chilli every now and then. Joe's come into her life and Joe always loves chilli. So there we go. And of course, le patate. And give me a bit of that, Mum, because the most important thing
The juice.
is the juice. Look. Look at that. It's just a beautiful rosemary and garlic flavoured juice. Just look at that. Look at that. Oh, the smell. Beautiful. There you go. And that is coniglio alla Stella Borsato style. Mum, thank you. That was fantastic.
Thank you very much.
That was great.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, this is my favourite part of the segment because we're going to be cooking la lepre. Now, la lepre is a hare. Now, look at that, Mum. It's a pretty big one, isn't it?
Very big one,
Look at that. Very different to a rabbit in terms of the colour, you can probably see. And it's huge. This is about 2.5 kilos. And you can see very large hind legs, very long body and a lot more meat. These are obviously the not domesticated, but they are farmed hares. But just look at that. There we go.
A very red meat.
Very red meat. So she's got to discard the bone in order to get more of the meat, which is, I think the bone's a bit hard to chew around, isn't it?
Yes.
And hard to cut as well. It's quite an art, all that. And as you can see, she's taken the fillets off the side of the hare and she has discarded the carcass here, which you can probably use for something. My mother doesn't, but you can see all the that lovely, fantastic red meat. Now, you marinate it overnight, don't you, Mum?
Yes. I try. Yeah, we put everything in there.
All right.
With the onion.
With the onion.
Celery.
All right.
Bay leaf.
For our viewers at home, that's what a bay leaf looks like.
Yes.
They're just dry, the dry variety.
You are a celery. No, rosemary, I mean.
All right.
Yeah.
And then, most importantly...
Yeah, you have to go under...
You've got to put it under lots of red wine.
Yeah.
So as opposed to rabbit where we used white, this is all red wine. And all the beautiful flavour of the red wine is going to penetrate that flesh. Leave all the veggies in the wine there because that's where all the flavour is.
Yes.
We don't want that. Mum,
because, you know, it's wet.
That's the point about having it all dried off the tea towel so it doesn't splash everywhere, folks. Do not attempt this at home.
It dries a little bit, put salt and pepper.
Beautiful. For our viewers at home, after the 2-hour cooking time, this is pancetta, which is the cured pork belly, or of course there is the prosciutto, which is probably a more expensive cut and imparts a stronger flavour. But I think my mother does like to use pancetta because there is more fat.
Done.
That's it. We put it into the oven for how long?
For 1 hour and a quarter.
Yes.
After you put the pancetta thing, maybe 200 grams.
Right.
Put it in.
Yes.
If you need a little juice, I mean.
As in water?
In water.
Yes.
Put it in.
Yes.
Pass another 20 minutes like that.
And what temperature should the oven be?
150.
150. Like the rabbit, about 150.
Slowly, yes.
Okay, easy,
Yeah.
beautiful. Lepre is cooking. Mum's going to get some vegetables started that we can accompany this dish with. Now, Mum, what are you going to do for us today?
Peel some mushroom. It's a
Mushrooms?
good vegetable.
What other things can you serve with this dish, Mum? Because I know that borlotti beans, of course, are a fantastic accompaniment to this dish. Quite a long process because these are borlotti beans. And I know that you do a sauce done with the cured salami and vinegar, don't you?
E agno.
And
onion. Parsley.
And parsley. And they call these fazoi. It's a real Veneto dish.
Fagioli alla salsa.
Yeah, but Veneto says fazoi. I know that. So there's this. Probably not broad beans. It's probably something not so much that we would use. But the other thing we can use are carciofi, which are artichokes. And these are absolutely, look at them, they're fantastic. These are the new season artichokes. And they're not Jerusalem, they are Globe artichokes. And once again, these are a bit of a long process, but you've got to, if you don't mind getting your hands darkened, because the artichoke imparts something on your skin. But basically what we do is we peel off all the outer leaves until we get to the choke, the soft, tender part of this vegetable. And then we put it into acidulated water, which is just water with some lemon in it to stop it discolouring. And that's, once again, it goes along the same process as we did with the other vegetables. Olive oil and garlic, in goes the vegetables, lid on top, and away you go.
And we can use it the stem tube and you peel because they give a lovely flavour.
Yes, all that lovely, in fact, the bitterness of the choke is imparted from the actual stem.
It's a lovely...
It is a beautiful vegetable. It kind of makes me think of those Renaissance vegetables, you know, back in the old days, nel 1700 or 1600, and artichokes were all over the tables, quite a regal vegetables, I think. So there we go. So these are my favourite. These are probably the two accompaniments that we would have. And mushrooms are probably something that you can do at home a little bit easier.
Yes.
Here we go. Thank you, viewers, for staying tuned. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode on game. Beautiful Australian game, of course, and it's a little bit of no, it's not a complicated process, but you've just got to go through all the steps with the cutting up of the various rabbits or hare, and it's all about the condiments, really. So it's been a terrific episode for me, so thank you, Mum. And you know what? It's not, Mum's done it in this way, but of course, in Tuscany, they use grated chocolate, and they use pine nuts and raisins. They do the agrodolce with the vinegar, so that's another version of it. Buon appetito, grazie mamma.
Grazie.
Alla prossima volta.
Grazie.